All right, so we both agree that there is this problem that exists in our discourse now and everyone treating each other so badly. What do you think people on the right side of the spectrum have done to make things worse?
I think in some ways, the same things that we all do, just sort of not viewing the other person as a person, kind of demonization of the other. I think that goes both ways. Uh, Not to say whatever, I think everybody does everything to the same degree or whatever, but I do think that a lot of these things are trends. They have to do with the world that we're living in and the environments that we're communicating in, and I think that they go for everybody. I think we can all kind of look at this. Uh, yeah, as far as something specific on the right, I don't know. I'd have to think about that. What do you think? Do you think that there's something that is specific to the right that you think is making things worse?
Um, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. It's something that I'll share now, but it's this relationship between pride and arrogance,
Yeah,
right? They're related, they're so similar to one another, but there are some key differences where I would say, I mean, I guess answering questions about both the right and the left right now,
yeah,
I would say that the right or people on the right tend to be more proud than arrogant. They've done things a certain way, their life works, they're content. I don't want you to tell me what to do.
right.
You're not better than me. That kind of a mindset. Where people on the left, I find, tend to be a little bit more arrogant, where they feel that they know best, that they are morally superior to others.
Yeah,
At least that's how I feel in those kinds of interactions. And so I feel that's a recipe for disaster when one side is arrogant and one side is proud. You have the
sure.
one side saying, I know everything. We need to do things my way. It's the only morally righteous way to do things. And if you disagree, then you're a bad person. Oh, yeah?
Right,
You calling me a bad person? How dare you? You know what?
right.
I'm going to oppose everything you do and say strictly out of spite. Even
Yeah,
if you're right, I'm going to spite you because the way that I have been doing things has worked for me just fine, thank you. And so
yeah,
I feel I answer both questions, but I feel like that's what the right does is they take everything personally, and
sure.
I feel like, I mean, maybe you feel this way too about your people, but for
My
my,
people. Oh, they're my people
yeah,
now.
yeah. What do you mean, you people? No, but for my people, I feel that there is this deep sense of paranoia. You know, we
Yeah.
feel that everyone is out to get us and that everyone's trying to make us look bad and stupid. And we act accordingly and we dig in our heels and we try to fight these demons even if there are none.
That's really interesting. Michael told me about this assessment a few weeks ago. I think that there really is something there, where the left can be extremely arrogant. I would say, even as somebody on the left, I think it's absolutely true. It's kind of like we have scientifically proven that our way is better than yours. Your ways belong to the benighted past. You're all a bunch of peasant hillbillies. I mean, no one. I think no one on the left can deny that they know what we're talking about here. No one's like, "What do you mean?" Like, of course. And as far as this dichotomy or this I don't know juxtaposition of haughty, superior arrogance to stubborn, you know, stubborn pride. Yeah, I think there is something to that, and I think that it's been said a lot, but I think that if there's one thing that I would criticize about the left, it would be this kind of moral puritanism that I think people, that, I think their hearts are in the right place. I think they're trying to do good. They don't think that they're doing something, sinister in any way. But I think that people want to be so good that they end up being a little bit scary. It's like we everything has to be exactly morally correct or else. And I don't have any impurities whatsoever. I mean, I guess people could do this from any ideological point of view, just be a total purist. But I think that it happens a lot on the left because of that. It's like we've got this intellectual superiority complex, and we're trying to find the perfect society, the perfect ideology. And you get the cancel culture, the deplatforming kind of things. And on some levels, I maybe roll my eyes a little bit when I hear people talk about political correctness sometimes. Like, oh, the problem with the world is political correctness. Maybe it's one problem. But at the same time, maybe there is something to that. Is that there's something a little bit, at the very least, off-putting to people. Maybe counterproductive about that whole enterprise. Not that we should say, oh, it doesn't matter. What you say about people, words don't matter. That's not it, but yeah, I'm rambling, but yeah.